Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your host, the Truth Buster, and this is an edition of Truth Buster News. Today is January 28th, 2016. First off, I want to apologize for my long hiatus. I've been dealing with personal issues that require some attention of mine, so I had to divert myself and handle those. But I'm back on the scene now. And I'm not going to go into every single event that has developed and came out over the last few months at this time right now, but I will get into them and give you my take on them as time goes along. But what I want to talk now, this very issue pertains to the standoff in Oregon, which is the state that I reside in. I also want to note that I'm not from here, but I live here. And I'm sure all of you are well aware of the events that have unfolded up to this point. Bundy and some of his bunch have been arrested and put into custody. Not only that, I'm going to throw this out there. And this isn't just my opinion. You can look the information up yourself. But Peter Santilli is an FBI shill. You just can Google it and find the info, the intel, and the reports about it. But I'm not going to go into great detail on that matter. I just want the public to know. I don't particularly like the individual or his tactics, his style, any of the above. But what I do want to get into at this point is what I find very interesting. And that is, I have a report from All News Pipeline with today's date on it, titled, "This is something we can never unsee. Free-for-all Armageddon or crisis statues in Oregon. You be the judge." And you can go look at the report yourself on All News Pipeline. In the article, there's a screenshot. Militia in Oregon to get asked to sign talent releases. Then they run to turn off their live feed. And this is credit from Patriot James Fargain. "Every day we get more and more signs that there are those who are intentionally pushing America towards a civil war and the disarmament of Americans. And nowhere has it ever been more clear than the sequence of events we'll witness in the videos and the story excerpted below. It's just more proof we can't believe anything we're being told. With a lone group of holdouts at the Oregon refuge pushing other Americans to join them. Why would a live video that one of the men was making capture a series of events and statements that we can never unsee? When you take a look at the videos below and actually hear these men being told that they need to sign a talent release, and then read the words coming from the lips of one of the men in this story from Cleveland.com, we can clearly see that Americans and U.S. patriots are being set up. Do not fall for this. First, Cleveland.com and the few other stragglers left in Oregon. In a video posted Wednesday to Fry's YouTube account, Defend Your Base, Fry could be seen with a gun over his shoulder, while a backhoe operated in the background. On the same video, another man with a gun said, "The media has been ordered to leave. This means they're coming to kill us. They're going to murder all of us. And the medias are cowards." The same man also urges people to join the occupation and shouts into the camera, "This is history in the making. There are no laws in this United States now. This is a free-for-all Armageddon. Any military or law enforcement or feds that don't abide by their oath are the enemy. If they stop you from getting here, kill them." And that's a quote from one of the militia men. While AMP has been reporting on the breakdown of the rule of law, since we've launched especially by those who consider themselves to be above the law and who largely inhabit Washington, D.C. We have to be very careful who we're listening to and taking advice from. Anybody's telling anyone to kill others is obviously someone nobody should be listening to and following orders from, especially after watching the video below. Why would those still be left in Oregon till they need to sign a talent release? Why, once they realized that they were being told, would they suddenly run to cut off their live feed, as we can clearly see in the videos below? And the second video is the actual live feed from the Defend Your Base YouTube channel. And just as we see it in the first video, we are incredibly grateful to true American patriots who continue to strong-willed and peacefully stand up to government tyranny. However, how can we really tell the difference between the two? Of those who love America and those who may want to harm America. Of course, we cannot guarantee that the people we are witnessing below are crisis actors rather than patriots, but something about this video seeks to reach high to heavens. Why did he run to cut off the feed after he realized what they were being asked to do? After watching this, we'd love to know your thoughts and comments and opinions in the section below. And that's an excerpt from the article. So, this is very interesting. See, myself and others from the get-go knew this was nothing but a psyop. A psychological warfare experiment. Pretty much, you do have, if somebody asks you to sign a talent release or anything in the above related category, yeah, they're going to be considered a crisis actor in a sense. Not only that, this is also part of Jade Helm. If you can recall and remember Mastering the Human Domain, the psyop of Jade Helm was that it was officially ended in September 2015. But after that, there is still activity being spotted around the country of logistics and military equipment still being brought in and stored. And as the fall went on and into winter, reports have came out more Jade Helm style type drills were being conducted in various states across the nation. Especially with the big one that was in December, all along the East Coast, involving various federal agencies, local and state police along the East Coast, the military, the National Guard, the Coast Guard, you name it, the list goes on. That's part of Jade Helm. So you have to ask yourself, what is going to be the outcome of this situation? Well, we don't know yet. But this is a big piece of this puzzle. So, you got to think, step back from outside and think with an outside-the-box perspective of what's truly unfolding at this event. Along with this stand-down order given by Bundy, supposedly, and his wife coming out, or if this thing is going to be ended, why has the FAA issued a hazard-type temporary flight restriction put in place until February 10th. We'll have to wait and see and try to get as much information as we can about this situation. As this develops and unfolds more information, I will bring it to you. I want to thank you for tuning in. Once again, apologize for the hiatus, but I'm back on the scene, and I will be breaking out other different articles and reports and white papers from the past few months and how they correlate and relate to what's going on now. Prepare yourself. God bless. Think in a different perspective and be safe.